say you've got to thrift because you will find gems. Everyone will be looking at me. Wait a damn minute. Hold on. I'm gonna show you what the closet looks like. Let's keep that there. Hello guys, hello. My hair's retwisted, that's why it looks a little bit thinner and smaller on my head than the last video, but besides the point. Also, look at my cute sweater. It's a Louisville sweater, very cute, very nice quality that I got from the thrift store. And speaking of thrifting, I do not enjoy having to do this, but as you can see by the title of the video, I am giving away some clothes today. I just have too many. Mind you, not all this stuff in the closet is mine. I share a closet, but I have too many for the space that I have, and I also know that there are clothes I don't really touch on a regular basis. And although I was telling myself, well, there's summer clothes and there's winter clothes, I also know that there are things that I didn't touch in either the summer or the winter this year. And so I know also that I'm not making a lot of time to sew or to like re-sew or reconfigure some of these clothing items to stuff that I'd actually want to wear. And although that is a resolution of mine going into the new year, I already have a bag full of scrap clothing and fabric that I need to work through. So I just have to be honest with myself and know what I am and am not going to do. And so I am going to be giving away clothes today. I don't like doing it. I know that a lot of thrift stores are already overloaded and there's a lot of clothing that ends up going to landfills anyways. But hopefully the clothes that I give away will go to good use. I'll also check in with some friends, family to see if they also want anything before I send it to a thrift store. But we have to round up the items and get them to go. So we're gonna be starting. I've already started with a pile on my bed there. We're going to start with pants and then go from there. All right, hello. Oh, this is like all sorts of tilted. Is that better? All right, hello. So, oh, Mozu, you wanna come? Sorry if you hear something that sounds like a not drill, but like a power tool outside. There is an issue with our windows. There's like a little gap between the window and the window sill. So anytime the wind passes by heavily enough, it like makes a very violent sound and I don't like it. But regardless, anyways, so I have a lot of stuff behind me that we're gonna get through. Don't mind the box and stuff. Things here, Christmas gifts that I have to actually figure out where they're gonna go. But today's the day that we are going to organize these clothes. Honestly, like, I try my best to utilize the clothes that I have in my closet and I don't try to shop too much. I feel like I shopped this year more than I usually do. Gotten a few things here and there from the thrift store, but I have an abundance of jeans now. I used to not have a lot of jeans. I have a lot of sweaters, tops, things. Something that I need to focus on is clearing out my t-shirts. I don't wear t-shirts often, even in the summer. I have a certain way that I like to dress for loungewear. Maybe I'll insert a photo somewhere here of like how I like to dress. But it usually includes like a bigger sweater, tank tops, loose fitting shirts. I have a lot of camp t-shirts from summer camps. So I'll have like the camp logo on the front or the back. I'm thinking of making like a tapestry with that, like just cutting the logos out and like sewing them together for the memory, you know what I mean, for the memories. And then just kind of figuring out what to do with the scrap fabric. And then any other t-shirts I don't wear, just tossing them because I have two like plastic drawer things that I keep a lot of my clothes in and I need to sort through that because a lot of the stuff I do not touch. Anyways, all that is to say, we're starting with pants. These pants, they're so cute. My sister threw them in with stuff that was not white, and so it has a slight gray tinge to it. But I think I'm still determined to keep these. If I just don't wear white on white with it, you won't notice it as much. So I'm still gonna keep these. These are cute. I wore them in the summertime, so they're staying. I might include a photo of what my outfits look like then. So we're keeping these. I got these as a hand-me-down from, I believe, my grandmother. I think she found them somewhere. I'm like, we've got jean shorts. These are a good solid pair of jean shorts. We're gonna keep these, right? Yeah, good solid pair of jean shorts, and they're stretchy, so we keep these. It's always good to have a few jean shorts. These ones, gray. I don't know about these. I honestly, what is going on? Anyhow, let me speed through this. I'm not going to show you every single item because that's just too much. But these, I honestly don't wear much. DKNY jeans. Comfy, stretchy. I don't know if it's worth it to keep these. They're going to be a keep for now, maybe, because I just feel like they're good quality jean shorts. These do not have actual working pockets. Whoever owned these before me sewed the pockets up for whatever reason. And I could simply get my stitch seam or whatever, my seam ripper and rip them. Why have I not done that? I've owned these pants for like 3 years. I guess I've been lazy. I literally can just use my seam ripper to break them. But I feel like there's something about the look of these that I enjoy. There's just something about it. So I keep these. I keep these. These are premium Lizwear jeans, an American classic. I don't know if this brand is still in use, but I got these from a thrift store, like I get most things. A good classic pair of jeans. I don't love the way that these look on me anymore. I feel like I'm inclined to keep them because they're a good solid pair of jeans, but I don't wear them that often, and it's hard to let them go because I just feel like they're good. You know what? Let me do a wear test. Let me do a wear test. Okay, so this is what the jeans look like. High-waisted, a little bit high-waisted jean. I'm not the biggest fan of low-rise. I have like one pair that I actually wear. 360 proper. Let me lower the camera so you can see. So the end of them, it's like a very basic straight leg jean. I don't dress like this often, so I'm like, I don't know about these jeans, but they're comfy, they're stretchy, they're high rise, they have all the hallmarks of a good jean. I feel like it's worth keeping even though I don't wear them that often. Yeah, as for saying it out loud, I'll just keep them. All right, another try on. These are some baggier wide leg black jeans. Yeah, I think these are still good. I don't wear them often because usually when I get dressed for work, or when I get dressed nicely, it's usually either dressing for work or for church. I don't get them at many places. Other than that, especially this year, I wasn't really going out. I don't really wear these in the summer because it's hot. But these aren't really work dress code usually. I've worn them to work, but it takes some effort on my part to style them in a way that I feel like is work standard. So I don't usually wear them, but I think they're still good. And they're comfy. So we keep. Okay, so to continue, these are my tried and true J. Crew barrel leg jeans. I got them a size too big because usually I'm a 29, but these ones I really need a 28. But with a belt, they're good. I can wear them without a belt. They just hang lower than I'd like them to. So they're still good though. And I got these on clearance. A good pair of jeans. They're so cute. I might insert another picture of me wearing these. They eat. This also, let me just say, I might mention the brand if I think that like it's still available. A lot of this stuff I got from thrift stores, and a lot of it is from brands that are probably not in use anymore. Like they don't exist really anymore, or they've completely changed what they offer, so you can't even find it. Like this is old stuff. This is a very cute, nice skirt. I accidentally shrunk it in the wash, but I looked it up. There's a way to get felt wool and stretch it out, so I have yet to do that, and I got this like almost 2 months ago, but I am going to make it happen. I'm going to stretch it out. If it doesn't work, I've got a sewing machine. I can adjust the lining, but I've learned my lesson. I've shrunk felt twice now, and it's been such a bummer both times. It's just, the thrift store, I've managed to find a lot of materials that are 100% this, 100% that. I found a 100% leather skirt, very cute, from the thrift store, but it also means that you have to really, really pay attention to the care instructions. But I'm gonna keep this. It's very cute, and I will wear it to work once I figure out how to fix it. These babies right here. Good lounge pant, no pocket. That's very annoying, but very good for when I want to lounge in something that's long and billowy, but also the material is very cooling, so it's good for the summertime. Keeping. We're keeping a lot of stuff, as you can see, and this is very hard for me to let go of things, and I also wear a lot of this stuff. It's just I don't have a lot of space, so we're gonna figure it out. These are J. Crew jeans. These are, oh, wait a damn minute. These are a size 28. I'm not always a size 29. Why do you think I was a size 29? How many J. Crew jeans do I own where I'm a size 29? One. I didn't realize that these were a size 28, even though I got them in a size 28. Ugh, I totally forgot. Anyways, but my waist is definitely a 28. These are some slim wide dark jeans, very good when I'm trying to dress up. They are a more cropped jean look. I can insert a photo here, but they are cropped jean, so they hit you right at the ankle, but they fit me very nicely. I just have to style them in certain ways for it to really fit the look I usually like to go for. Keeping these, I need to buy that TikTok shop thingy that like gets the little ball things, the little pilling pieces of fabric off of pants and shirts and stuff, because these are perfectly fine sweatpants. Like I wear them all the time inside and outside the house, but they just have so many of those little spots. I'm not gonna give this to a thrift store because I still wear them, and I know that with the state that they're in, they're not gonna get bought, and there's literally no point in doing that. So I'm just gonna try to get them to be a little bit nicer, fix up the fabric, but these still work perfectly fine. We're gonna keep them. It's good to have some sweatpants on hand. That's actually a good segue to make into some like styling advice of mine. Personally, I feel that there are just certain things that you should have within your closet to make a good, robust styling menu. For me, I've always been into fashion to some extent, but I feel, especially when I was younger, honestly until like near the end of high school, until like 12th grade, I felt very limited in like the stuff that I had, and I feel like I couldn't really express the style I actually wanted. I also was a bit too caught up in like what was popular, you know, the crop tops and the mesh this and that, and like just, you know, like acid wash jeans and short shorts. Mind you, I couldn't actually wear them, so I would wear like tights underneath and stuff like that, but very much like the early 2010s to like 2017 style. I was all up in that, and that's totally fine. I was young anyways. Like, you can follow the trends until you figure out what actually speaks to you. But for me, now that I've figured out more of what my personal style is through browsing Pinterest and stuff like that, and who I like to follow, my advice, at least if you have a style that's similar to mine, and let me try to put photos that kind of show that range of like what I usually like to wear. I feel like a few things that are a really good staple, have at least 3 pairs of jeans, and hopefully those jeans can be different types if you're somebody who likes to experiment with different silhouettes. A low-rise jean, a high-rise, a mid-rise maybe. You could do a straight leg, you could do a bell bottom, you could do a wide leg, fitted jean. You can do different washes. I definitely really like dark wash because I feel like dark wash can still be good for a casual look, but then can also double for more dressed up types if you work a job that you need to look more presentable at but allows jeans, or just going to a nicer outing but still want to wear a jean, that can double as that. But another tip, if you're doing lighter wash, I had these are more like a mid-wash standard blue, but these are not what I would consider a dark wash. Okay, these are my J. Crew jeans, and they're my bare legs. Okay, these are a wide leg. Something that is very, very nice to do is to take a wide leg jean and to pair it with a nice heel. I do kitten heels. I'm no longer in the business of trying to walk in high heels if I can help it. So kitten heels are your friend if you like wearing heels. They can be comfortable, they're low to the ground, and you can walk in hours in them before you even feel slight discomfort, at least for me, if you get good quality ones with nice padding. But if you pair a wide leg jean with a kitten heel, or a baggier jean with a kitten heel, then you are set up, okay? It looks so good. I'm going to insert how I style that because it looks so good. So if you have a lighter wash, you can still do well with it. I prefer to have a lighter wash baggier jean because I feel like that works for me. But that's for me as somebody who likes to do something that's a bit more, not preppy, but on the dressier side. I don't know exactly how to explain it. I guess more like sophisticated woman type. I don't love the word sophisticated because I feel like it makes it seem like I'm better than somebody else. I'm not saying that, but that's kind of, if you look at my Pinterest, how, maybe I'll link my pictures below so you can see, but how I would classify that, or how I would describe it to make it easier to understand. But as someone who likes that style, I very much still like a wide leg jean, and pairing it with a heel does wonders. But you can do a heel, you can do a flat, a dressier shoe, and then usually I like to go with either a more fitted top or something that's actually very billowy and loose, because I still feel like the form looks very, very good. But I would say having at least 3 pairs of jeans in your repertoire, I feel like just is a good idea and is good for you to have a bit of variety. And then also having like a black pair of pants is good. I recently acquired some dress pants, which is good. I didn't have that before. I also think that having like 2 or 3 skirts is a good idea. I have a few different texture skirts as well, but it's nice, especially in the summertime, springtime, you can layer. And then for me, feel like you need to have a few tank tops as your staples to layer under things. I need to peruse and find some good fitted long sleeves as well for layering in the fall and the winter time. That's also very, very important. And simple styling tips, if I'm doing a big jean like I mentioned, usually I like to do a tapered shirt or something that's going to be fitted, that you can tuck or is cropped. If I'm doing a loose shirt with baggy, then I also prefer for it to have to be tucked or cropped. If it's going to be very big, I like to make it exaggerated because I feel like that goes really well, and then do a nice heel, kitten heel. Usually that's what I like to do, a dressy shoe to kind of tie it all together if I'm going somewhere like work. But you can also just do that with like a tennis shoe, a chunky shoe, and just make it big and baggy all the way down. I know a lot of people will say, oh, if you're gonna do baggy on the top, some at the bottom, or vice versa. You don't always have to do that. You can definitely make it work. You can dress it up. Even if you have a streetwear look, you can dress it up with your accessories. I was not really with accessorizing until like last year. I started taking it more seriously. Rings, necklaces, earrings, it elevates it, especially if you have space here. If you have a shirt that swoops, a cut neckline, anything, especially if it goes low down, that's empty space that needs to be filled. I was not doing that until like last year, even though my sister would tell me for years, because I just felt like, oh, you know, I focus on the outfit, that's fine. But no, accessorizing can really, really help. And finding your color, silver or gold, what works for you, also very much helps. Jewelry will elevate it regardless of whether it's silver or gold. It doesn't matter what color you're wearing. Throw some jewelry on, you'll be solid, you'll be golden. And even if you are a man or somebody who likes to dress masculine, chain. I'm not the biggest fan of thick chains. If you are, go for it. You can do a thin chain, okay? You can still do rings. I know that a lot of people like to do thicker rings to feel more masculine. Simple bands. It doesn't have to be sparkly. Simple gold, silver bands. Put them on. It works. You can do a stud earring. Simple stud earrings if you're not big on flashy earrings, or no earrings at all, okay? But I just feel like it works, it adds to it. This is very simple styling advice that I take myself and I've gotten from other people, and it just works. But yeah, I know that was very disjointed and there was a lot other things I threw in there, but in general, to summarize, have at least 3 pairs of jeans, 1 black pant. It can be a black jean, it can be a dress pant. I just feel like it's good to have a black pant because sometimes you just need one to pair with things, and it's good to have black because black goes with what? Black goes with everything. Sorry, my sisters are watching the CrossFit games. Hold on. You guys keep yelling. You know, I'm recording a video here. Yeah. The door is closed. I can still hear you. You guys keep screaming. Push, push. Like, I can still hear you. Honorable mention to my camo bodysuit. This has been with me since I was like 11 or 12. I got this in Canada from Ardennes. It's stretchy, it's fit me all these years. I've worn it with a black jean, a camo pant, a green pant. I have done a lot of stuff with this and I loved it, but I need to start investing in plain bodysuits. This was really nice though. A lot of bodysuits nowadays, they fit like thongs. This does not do that. So maybe I'll figure out if our den ships to the US. But goodbye, bodysuit. You will be missed. That was a bit hard to give up, but I've decided that it's time. It is time. Hey, I'm being lazy and doing my front camera again, but this is the state of my bed right now. I've loosely organized it into corners. I'm gonna flip so I can kind of explain this very bad organizing system to you. So in this area we have pants. Then in this little section we've got my bonnet just laying on top stuff, my goodness. And then we've got workout stuff that's kind of here. Dressy things here. Underneath all this is our long sleeve sweaters, and then of course we have our bags here and here. This skirt is a leather skirt that I was talking about that I got from the thrift store, and I'm gonna put it on so I can show you what it really means to be a thrifter and the gems that you can find, because this is 100% leather. This is the leather skirt. It fits very nicely. It is this short. It ends right above my knees. It's so cute. Fits like a glove. I got this for like about $5, maybe less than that, at the thrift store. And this is what I mean when I say you've got to thrift, because you will find gems. I'm telling you, you will find gems. Because it's 100% leather, I can't just throw it into the washing machine. I'm gonna like hand wash it gently on the outside. But I think it's worth it. It's definitely a good find. And any other place, if you got this brand new for 100% leather, it would cost you a lot. And I mean a lot of money, okay? Where I work, we have faux leather that's like $200 and something for a skirt about this size. So I'm saying, thrift guys, okay? Look what I'm wearing. Cute sweater, thrifted. Cute skirt, thrifted, okay? Most of the stuff on my bed, thrifted. Thrift. So this is a cute, long, nice and long purple dress. I just don't have many events to go to, so I don't wear it at all. But I'm like, I want to keep it because it's a nice dress, so I keep it. Takes up space. Don't know what to do with it. And then this is my favorite. I'm just gonna try it on so you guys can see, because this is like a must keep. I'm wearing my pants underneath, so if it looks bulky, that's why. But it's just such a nice color. It fits me so nicely. I'm just like, I feel like an early 2000s prom princess. And the next time I have an event that actually requires something like this, like a wedding or something, I shall be wearing it. It's so cute. It's so cute. So here's part of the process. I roll my t-shirts to make sure that they can fit into here. So this is one of the cabinet thingies that I have plastic, and then I have another one outside the closet, so I roll them up to fit them in there. And in case you care, this is a sad story of me cutting this shirt a bit too wide. I still wear it, especially during the summer, but it's too wide. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm thinking of doing a zigzag stitch over it to try to keep it from stretching any further. But, you know, we like a good off the shoulder, so I guess it's okay. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it's not like I regret it or anything at all. We wear it because it's clothing. But at some point, I'm like, if I cannot fix it with a good zigzag stitch over the edge of that big shoulder, neck, head, whatever hole, I might just have to make it scrap fabric or add it to the tapestry thing that I'm thinking of making. Maybe. Did that even, like, sound like a word? I was like, making. Anyways, the tapestry thing that I'm thinking of making out of my camp shirts. I may use it if it doesn't work out. But for now, it's going in the drawer. Apologies for the blender noise, but this is a shirt that I made using a pattern. Using a sewing pattern for the first time, following it all the way through. I created this shirt. It has some mistakes in there. It's not perfect, but it's mine and I made it. And maybe I'll show you what it looks like on, because I might as well, right? I made it. Okay, never mind. I'm too lazy to put it on. So here is what it would kind of look like. So this is the front. I spliced two shirts I never wore anymore together, and then that's the back. I messed up a bit. You can't really tell on screen, but I messed up. So this back panel is actually the inside grain of the shirt. I don't know what I did when I was cutting it, but I messed up. It's okay though. It still looks good, but that's that. It's a bit wider on the neckline than I'd like. So if I did this again, I try to figure out a way to kind of modify it. But I was very proud of this. I was very proud of this. I finished it all the way to the end. It looks cool. And one of these days, I'll try to style it and wear it out. I don't know where, but I'll try. This is a pretty cool pull from a thrift store. It's for Yana. Miss Riri. Let me smooth over her face there. It's Miss Riri. Not an exact, but it's pretty good. I got it from Plato's Closet years ago. And I keep it even though I don't wear that often because it's Miss Riri. It's Riri. While I'm here rolling, also, if you notice that I began the video going through each item and discussing whether I want to keep it or not, and then I shortened it, it's because I have a good amount of clothes, as an American living in a capitalist society does, and I just cannot go through all of those items. So you saw most of the pants, but my pants are my life's work. They're my life's blood. They are what drive me. I build my outfits usually based on the pant and not the top. I go pant first and then figure out what I want to do with the top. Your pant gives you comfort or restriction. It kind of decides the flow of the outfit to me. And depending on how I'm feeling, I go off of that to decide my pant. Anyways, but while I'm here rolling my pants, you know, life things. Let's discuss. Right now, a big thing that I need to be focusing on is applying to scholarships to try to scrounge up some money. I do want to stay on campus my last year so I can do the design pathway instead of the merchandising one. That way they'll teach me like fashion construction things. The senior final project is to create your own collection, and then they do a fashion show, which is really cool. So I really want to do that. So I'm looking into scholarships to help finance me staying on campus. Luckily, I have a scholarship that covers all of my tuition, so it's just about finding the room and board stuff, and then also looking for an internship. I believe I mentioned that in my last video, but your girl really does need to be getting on that. I need to be finding an internship. I've applied to a few. I heard back from 2, got rejected from those. It's okay. They're both like, well, one was more. Oh my gosh. But one of them was merchandising focused, but it wasn't fashion merchandising, which is what I'm really trying to find for something fashion merchandising adjacent for my internship. But that one was Bath and Body Works. It was going to be a merchandising internship, and it seemed pretty cool. They're going to pay for my lodging, and then also give me like 21 or 20 an hour. And it was going to be like a hybrid, basically full-time job for like 2 months. And that was looking like a cool opportunity, but I got rejected, and that's fine, you know, rejection is redirection. And then I also was looking at something with Burlington, but that didn't work out, and that was okay because that one was really focused on buying, and I've realized that, like, with what is required in a buying internship, I'm not that enthusiastic about. I prefer if it focused more on merchandising and maybe work with the buying department, but I'm not big on buying things. So when I say a buyer, you can Google what that is, but essentially they procure the merchandise for a company. Buyers are very important for merchants like Ross, Burlington, TJ Maxx, because these are like secondhand retailers essentially, and so they need to get their product from other companies that make them originally. And buyers negotiate the terms to figure out how to get like a good deal from the manufacturers. So when you see like a discounted Michael Kors bag at a Ross, a buyer is working to get a lower price on that for the customers, and a price that kind of meets the general price range for most of the other items in the store. Anyway, so buyer does all of that, and it could be interesting, and I'm still open to it, but I'm not really looking too much in that area. But I've applied to more fashion focused internships. I recently applied to like 1 or 2 fashion design internships specifically. The fact that I like already have gone to the final round of interviews for 2 internships within the first 2 months that I started applying is not common. I've heard a lot of times it's harder to find internships in that, or to even hear back. So I feel like my resume looks pretty good to a lot of these recruiters. So let's just hope that I get that internship secured by like midway through second semester, because I just don't want to have to stress about it. I know that there are some companies that will make their decisions like basically at the end of the spring semester, and it's stressful because it's like I want to have it secured for the summer. I do not want to have to do it summer 2027 because I just want to be done with school completely and have all my requirements done going into spring of 2027, and I'm required to have an internship. So I don't know if they'd allow me to walk the stage if I just have the internship secured and haven't done it yet. I feel like they probably would, but I just don't have to worry about that. So I'm really crossing my fingers and hoping that I get it done summer 2026. But the universe will work with me, and what's meant to happen will happen. And if for some reason it happening in summer 2026 is not what is ideal for me, that'll be okay. Let's continue rolling these pants. There's some things that I'm given. This, I mean, it's a jumpsuit that my mom gave me. Someone gave her. It's like African print. Honestly, like, it looks pretty nice on me, and I could wear it to an event that warranted it, but I don't go to many events that warrant this. So I've never worn it outside the house. I'm tempted to be like, oh, let me just give it away, but I know when the time comes and there's an event, and I'm like, oh, let me pull that thing out, and I don't have it, I'm gonna be like, dang it, that was a good moment. I know I could slay wearing it, but unfortunately for you guys, I just don't feel like putting it on. I don't feel like putting it on, but I know that I could really slay wearing this whole thing, and one day if I do wear it, I'll put a picture and I'll put it on YouTube so you guys can all see it. But for now, it's just gonna be rolled up and put in the bottom with all the other summer seasonal dresses, jumpsuits, shorts, skirts, whatever things. Okay. All right. I decided I was being unfair, so I decided to show you what it looks like. I feel like with a good heel and like the right jewelry, it could look good. I wasn't the biggest fan of this, but I think from the side, that definitely eats. It's a, you know, it's a statement. It's very much a statement. My mom's like, you can just wear it to Sunday service. Mother, I don't want to be the talk of the town, okay? And in the sense of, people would like it, and people would be like, oh, you look so good, but I just don't want all that attention, because there are certain people at church I don't want to have to talk to, and they will try to talk to me if I'm wearing this, okay? Everyone will be looking at me. I don't know what that. I like attention, but not at church, okay? No. Anyways, this is what it looks like on, since you know you guys are here to be entertained, and I need to entertain you. So there you go. I'm taking it off now. Okay. All right, you guys, I have completed basically everything. So I have this stack right here of stuff that I'm gonna be putting to use with sewing. Most of it's t-shirts that's gonna go into the little tapestry thing. I might be able to even make it into a blanket, but we'll see how that goes. And I'm gonna show you what the closet looks like, a little sneak peek back there. So there are lots of clothes in here, but this little section right here is my clothes. There's also more, it's hidden, but there's more stuff hanging down here that you can't see. There's also a dresser down here. I'm gonna turn the camera around because you cannot see that well at all. So we have here in this compartment, I know it's so dark, but we've got my workout clothes, socks, bonnets, and yeah. In this one we've got t-shirts, we've got long sleeve t-shirts, we got some crop tops, all the things in there. In here we have summer dresses and other seasonal items that I do not wear really outside of the summer season. That was hard to push in for some reason. And then back here behind my clothes there's more, but I've rolled up all of my jeans, I've rolled up some sweaters, and I can access them easily like that, so they're hiding behind there. And there's a lot more space now here, so if I have to add more clothes, I can. Got our 2 bags sitting here with clothes. We're gonna take this to the cousin's house first and then peruse, and then maybe show some friends, and then we'll just send whatever's left over to donation. Here we've got my, don't mind what's up here because it's not important, we have to do something about that, but we have all of my like nice tops, things I work, to church, all that stuff compiled in here. I was gonna put my tank tops in with that, but they actually didn't fit as nicely as I wanted to, and I just wanted room, so I decided to move my tank tops down here. On top of these are 2 dress shirts that I spliced together, and then we have a few nice tops. We also have like skirts and things. We've got my nice skirts. I got my leather skirt in there, so mostly just like nice skirts and a few rolled dresses. Got my belts in here, and then most of this, actually all of this, is just nice dresses, things I don't wear often or things that I haven't worn because of seasonal, but these are like the nice dresses. I now have a lot of extra hangers, which is nice. So I guess we have hangers to use, but this is really nice. I've cleaned out my closet properly. I have space. If I decide I want new things, I can put them in there, but also I don't have to because I don't need more clothes. So I'm trying to be more conscious of that going into this new year. I don't think that I've really bought that many new clothes 2025, but I did buy more than I was intending to, and I did purchase a few things on impulse, which I try not to do when it comes to clothing. Impulse food, impulse snack, sure. But clothing, I really want to think about that and be intentional because I do not want to add to waste. So that's why it bothers me so much that I'm giving away all these clothes, but hopefully they all find homes, or most of them do. I made sure that anything that I put in the bags was stuff that was good enough quality so people could wear them for a while, because I know if it's not good quality, no one's gonna buy it or take it from me, and it's just gonna end up in waste. So yeah, I hope I don't sound too out of breath. I'm just hot. I'm wearing this thing and I'm wearing a shirt underneath for no reason. I have my long pants that I got for Christmas, very comfortable but also very thick. But that is all. Thank you so much for watching, for coming along with me, for listening to my little styling advice, for watching me organize all my clothes, for doing a little bit of spring cleaning at the end of the year in December. I appreciate your viewership. So much, your engagement so much, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.